There's 3 rules to boxing. Train hard, eat well, and get your rest. Especially for heavyweights. There's nothing else. Because when you want to start implementing all these different technologies into your game, improvements, 1% here and there, it's a lot of shite, to be honest with you. Andy Ruiz, let's just use him. He's a great example. Little fat pig, comes in on 3 weeks' notice, murdered every donut and taco in the whole of California, and then goes in with a man who's had a 12-week training camp with every sports scientist in the United Kingdom. And whatever else he's done, he's broke every heart monitor in sight. He's done every CrossFit machine. He's done everything totally correct. And he's had the best nutrition and the best diet you can get. But the little fat fella goes in there and bowls him over in 7 rounds. How do all them scientists look at me then and say, this is better, this is how you should do it? Because they can't. Because it's still one-on-one combat and anything can happen.
So do you think AJ's wasting his money?
It's all mental.
He looks good.
It's all in the mind.
Looks good on Instagram.
I believe like you can go all them people, and if you think and you believe that they're going to improve you,
right, then
they probably
will.
So
like a placebo effect.
Yeah, but I believe there's no substitute for hard work and dedication to the job, and that's it. And now when my nutritionist says, "Oh, we want you to eat this, that, and other," I say, no, I'm going to have a Mars bar, chocolate biscuit, and a cup of coffee with 10 sugars in, because it's not going to alter my performance because I'm an heavyweight. And if you've got anything to say about it, go and watch the Andy Ruiz Antony Joshua fight.
Do you know what Andy Ruiz you're on about there? This rematch that's happening very, very soon. I'm really excited for this. I feel like this is the biggest test of AJ's career. How do you see the rematch going?
I see it going pretty much similar to the first fight.
Really?
Now, I know that they've both lost some weight and whatever, they've had more time to prepare, and they've changed a few things in the training teams and camps and all that. And they'll have different approaches and they're going to try different game plans. But Mike Tyson said it, and it's very true. Everyone's got a great game plan until they get punched in the face. And it's so true. You can be working on something for ages, and then you work on it, and you get tagged. And that's it. You go back to how you once was and you want to fight. And that's exactly what I see happening. Because
AJ, a lot of people forget that, but AJ did drop Ruiz first, but it was at that point that the real fight started almost.
Yeah, that's true.
And do you think that Ruiz is just too good of a technical boxer for him?
I don't believe he's too good at anything, because heavyweight boxing, they're both big, strong men, and they both can knock each other out, as we've seen. But what it is with me, what my opinion of that fight is, he beat him once and knocked him out, so he's got a mental edge going into the rematch. For whatever excuse they made, or whatever the problem was in camp or in the changing rooms or whatever, you're going into that mentally beaten already, because you've already been knocked out by somebody. So if we go outside now and you knock me out, but I think I'm some big, great boxing champion and I get flattened, then I've got to be thinking about that going into the rematch, haven't I? Or if you say, right, we want to fight you again, and I say, oh, okay then, just because I'm forced to, I know in my mind you've already chinned me. For whatever reason, I try and make up, or I got the flu, or I wasn't looking at that time, I wasn't ready, or whatever. I know you've already knocked me out. So the mental side of I believe boxing is 95% in the mind anyway, and 5% fitness and nutrition and all that stuff. So yeah, I think when you've already been beat by someone, and it wasn't like it was a lucky punch that knocked him out. Like, you see Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Rackman and Oliver McCall. He was winning the fights and he got chinned. That's it, fair play, heavyweight boxing. He come back and he won them in the rematch. Joshua wasn't winning that fight. I may have given him 1 round out of the 7. It wasn't like.
Is that the style of Ruiz that's just too much, too difficult for him, do you think?
Everybody has a bogeyman,
right,
in the career, and whether you find him or not, everybody's got one. Really? Like, I remember when Tony Thompson knocked out David Price and he tried to rematch him. That was his bogeyman. He found him, lost twice. I remember when Tony Thompson did it to Solis as well, the great Cuban that was going to be a world champion. Found his bogeyman and beat him twice. And I think personally he may be the bogeyman for him, who knows. But listen, that's what boxing is. That's why it's an interesting fight. That's why we can all watch it whenever it is December. Tune in.
It's funny that Ruiz called you out a lot of years ago. I think it was on IFL actually, and now we might actually end up seeing that at some point. How do you see yourself matching up with Ruiz? Because he has got an awkward style.
It's awkward style, but he's tailor made for me. He's 6'1" or 2 and squat, leaning forward.
Really?
Yeah, that style is easy for me.
Is that like the Chisora fight?
That's that Chisora style,
Yeah.
isn't it? Is he any better than Derek Chisora? A good Derek Chisora on a good night? I don't think so. And I handled that quite comfortably. Closed my eyes, actually, some of the times. One hand behind my back and stuff like that. You know, that style is easy for me.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to just jab and move. Like Klitschko would make easy work of Ruiz because that style for him is easy.
Really?
That stature, that style. He's fought loads of them. I've fought loads of them all my career. The average size heavyweight is 6'1", 2, 3, 17, 18 stone, and they swing hooks and throw 1-2s. But it's the ones that are awkward and gangly or different style that people struggle with. The conventional styles are always easy to beat.
Do you think you'll have a fight, AJ?
Depending on how he gets on in his rematch.
I'd love that. I think it'd be fantastic for Britain.
It would be, but it won't be in this contract because I all my fights are in America now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd have to be after that if it did ever happen. But if he gets knocked out twice in a row, I can't see him continuing. To be fair, every man does what he wants to do. But I think.
Do you think you would retire?
Well, he doesn't need the money, and 2 knockout losses is a shattering to your career. But it would be up to them, whatever they do. But I've got 3 fights left, so whoever them 3 fights are, I don't really care, to be fair. Line them up. Whoever's the best at that time, let them fight me. That's it.